So this video is a little bit different than previous videos. In this video, I'm not telling you what you need to do to come to New Zealand. It's rather about what you need to do when you're here in your first week, when you need to hit the ground running, because you can't afford to be left behind. So I'm counting 5 things that you need to do in your first week when you're in New Zealand. I'm also making this video in English because I want to reach more people. I want to tell these things to more people, not only in people from Punjab, but other people who might watch this video. This video may help them as well when they come to New Zealand. The first thing you need to do when you come to New Zealand is get yourself a bank account. Setting up a bank account is really easy in New Zealand. All you need a letter from your college and you need your passport. It's really easy. It can be done in half an hour. So there's a lot of banks. I personally use ASB Bank, but other banks are also great. What you need to do is you need to find an account that has a low monthly fees and have no transaction fees as well. So that you don't have, if you're coming on student visa, it's a good chance that you're able to find an account, because every bank pretty much offer an account that has a no transaction limit for students and there's no monthly fees for students. So it's really important that in your first week you get your account set up. Then because you need your account to get paid, you need your account to pay your bills, you need your bank account to pay your rent, and if you want to get paid from a job, you must have an account with a bank. So please, when you come to New Zealand, the first thing you need to do, find a good bank, find about a good account for students, because some bank offer overdraft for students as well. So choose an account that suits you and get set up a bank account as soon as you in this country. And the second thing you need to do after you get your bank account set up is apply for IRD number. IRD number is a tax number that you use to pay your tax. You can't start doing job without you have an IRD number. So it's really important that as soon as you get into this country, you apply for IRD number. It normally takes 2 weeks to come. To apply IRD number, you have to go to New Zealand Post Office. The document you need to apply for IRD number is you need your passport and you need your address proof. That's why you need your bank account first, because you can use your bank statement as your address proof. When you're ready to apply, you just go to New Zealand Post, you fill the form. It's really easy. There's no fees to apply for IRD number. You need to fill up all your details. You need to give your passport copies. You need to give copies of your address proof, and it usually takes 2 weeks. Sometimes it comes earlier or sometimes it takes longer. So please, when you're here on your first week, make sure you all have applied for your IRD number, because you can't do any job without you have an IRD number. It's really important that you have a IRD number. And the third thing you need to do when you're in New Zealand in your first week, that you need to get a 18 plus card. Same as IRD number, you can apply for 18 plus card from New Zealand Post Office. You need your passport and you need your address proof. What 18 plus card does, that you can use it as a New Zealand ID. Suppose you need to go get a phone on a contract, you need to buy alcohol, you need to go to a club or casino, and you don't want to take your passport with you because you can lost it. So that's why you need your 18 plus card. You can use it as a New Zealand ID anywhere in New Zealand, and you are required to have a ID to show that you are above 18 to go to certain places. So make sure you get yourself a 18 plus card as soon as you get into New Zealand, and it's really easy to get, and there's no fees for 18 plus card. And the step 4 is you need to prepare for driving license. I'm not talking about practical license, I'm talking about theory license. To get a New Zealand theory license, you need to pass a test have a 35 question. It's a computer based test. You need 32 right to get your license. So it's really easy. I'm gonna put a link in the description. That link you can go to, can see what kind of questions you have to answer, and you can test how much you know about New Zealand roads, and you can also learn New Zealand rules and road rules and how traffic works in New Zealand. So it's really easy. So to get a hang on to New Zealand life, you really need a driving license. So I recommend as soon as you come to New Zealand, you start practicing New Zealand theory tests, so you can get your theory test license as soon as possible. And later on, when you go ahead and buy a car, all you have to do is do a practical test, so you don't have to worry about any theory test, because you also have to pass eye test for your driving license. So when you're gonna go for your theory test, they're going to test your eyes as well, so you know before even you get a car what things you need to get sorted out before you can actually get your driving license. So it's really important as soon as you come to New Zealand, make sure you start practicing and testing your knowledge about New Zealand roads, so you can New Zealand theory license test, and you don't need a car for that license. It's really easy to get. And the fifth step is, I want to talk about this step a little bit more than the previous one. It's please don't waste money when you're in New Zealand. It's really important that you save your money and you spend it wisely, because as a student you can only work part-time. That means you can only work 2 days a week. That means in a month you can only get paid for 8 days. Out of those 8 days, 4 days worth of money will go for your rent, the next 2 days will go for your food, and the rest of the 2 days will for your paying your bills, electricity bill, phone bill, and your transport cost, because you have to go to college, you have to go to work, and you have to pay for bus and train. So you have no room for saving or wasting any money. So please don't fall in a trap of buying new phones because it's only $100 a monthly you have to pay, because it doesn't look too much paying $100 a month, but because you're only getting paid 8 days of those, you can't really afford to have an extra day worth of money going somewhere. So please make sure you save your money when you're here. Life gonna get easier once you have completed your studies. You can work full-time your holidays, and if you really want to buy something, you need a laptop or you really need a new phone, you can buy it when you earn some more money, when you can work full-time. But when you're a student, please make sure you don't do unnecessary purchasing, no shopping online. It's really tempting to buy things because it looks really cheap, but they always have some hidden cost behind it. So please make sure you save your money. Suppose you find a job that's really far from where you live now, or your university have no bus from your home. You might need to move your house. To move your house, you need to pay 4-week rent in advance. So, and that's the money you need to have in your account at all times. Otherwise, you will be stuck at the same place. So please, when you're here on your first couple of months, save money, don't do unnecessary purchases, and keep some bank balance. So in emergency, you can use those funds. And that's all for today. These are really simple 5 steps. I know you guys probably know some of this already. I just want to make sure that you guys get this done in your first week in New Zealand. This is gonna help you make your life easier and more comfortable to live in New Zealand. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to this channel. There's other videos I made. Please check those videos as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Have fun.